going on, everyone? Michael here, and in this video I'm going to be giving you this system right here by using the Typeform that you're able to generate this really detailed article with one click. All the blueprints and everything I'm going to be going over is going to be in my free group. Link will be in the description. You not only get all my free blueprints, but you also get access to the digital playbook, which has my free checklist of how to get started making money online with AI. You also get access to a list of 130 plus AI tools that you're able to get paid to promote. Also, there's a list of done for you short form videos that you can go ahead and post on TikTok, Facebook, you name it. Now, before we dive into the video, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment that lets me know you're taking action, and also let me know if you want me to create some more make scenarios just like this one. But let's go ahead and dive into the video. So I'm going to be going over the best I can with this make scenario is. So everything that you're going to need is going to be in the digital playbook, but essentially at a high level what's going on is we just have a type form where we ask it some questions. I'm going to go through all of that. This is just the sleep tool, or this is where it waits for response. As you can see, the responses are already in here, so I could just run it and it would produce the content. Then what it's going to do is it's going to add a row to this Google Sheet right here. This is just this really basic Google Sheet. You can see title, word count, primary keywords, all that stuff. Let's go back. Add a row, and then we're going to search the row, and then variables, title, word count, contains keywords. Then it's going to generate the outline. Markdown just means it's going to look like this, how it's formatted, because there's no real way to tell AI to do that. Then it's gonna create a folder in Google Drive. It's gonna create the outline. Choices, message, content, that's gonna come from ChatGPT. Put it in an iterator. And then, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and run this and walk you through. So first thing, we need to get Typeform. I'm not going to go through how to set everything up as far as the Typeform, because that's like the easiest part. So I'm going to be taking you through it. So what is the title of your content? So let's go with content creation with so we're going to hit OK. How many words should the content have? Let's go with 150. What is the primary keywords of this content? Content creation, I'm going to go with you can obviously see how, like, if you are content agency or an agency that any business that has to do with keywords, how this is super helpful. That made no sense, Mike. What is the primary keyword for the content? We're going to go with content creation with AI. Hit OK. What are some secondary keywords for the content? Let's just go with marketing, make money with AI. Are there any internal links that should be included in the content? So this is like if you have your own blog, you're wanting to internal link. I'm just gonna, you could put NA. Are there any external links? So we can do that. Let's just go with marketing, or we'll go with one that's not sponsored. Copy link address. Are there any external links that you should be included in the content? Just went up here and grabbed one. This is the content. We're gonna hit OK. Additional instructions or specific requirements for the content. So I'm not gonna hit submit. The only reason why is I want to turn this on first. Delay 3 seconds. Watch responses. So I'm gonna move this back here. Connect this. I'm gonna run this. As you can see, it's waiting for the response. I'm gonna go over here, hit submit. Nice work, your content is generating. So now this is what's gonna be happening in the back end. I didn't connect it. That's so stupid. I'm gonna have to run it again. Is everything connected? See, this is the stuff that happens. All right, let's run through this one more time. View responses. No. So copy link. Let's go through this one more time. What is the title of the company? Or I'm gonna make it about. Alrighty, how many words? We're gonna go with 150. Secondary keywords, content creation with AI. Faceless automation. I'm just naming some random keywords. Are there any internal links? Nope. External links, there are. I will just go up here. Best AI tools. That is fine. Paste that. Nope. So before I hit submit, let's go ahead and go back to here. We're gonna run. Also, I want to run this too before I go through everything, so we can talk about what's actually getting populated in each one of these modules, is what it's called. All right. Run. So that's waiting for the response. Let's go ahead and. Nope. Where is it? Right here. Submit. Alrighty. And what happened? Invalid, unable to parse range. What happened? Oh, so this is saying sheet 1, but down here it says content generation brief. I don't know if I renamed it. So it's the content brief. Okay, now it should work. I'm just gonna go ahead and change everything. I mean, that's the same name. Google Drive. I think that should be the only reason that it doesn't work. I don't know why, because I would have updated the name, that it wouldn't work. I was just doing this. All right, so there's a bunch of responses in here. So instead of running it, I can't even speak. Unlink that, and we're just going to start it from right here so it doesn't go through the watch for response. Let's see what it does. All right, that worked. So now it's generating the outline. Once this loads and we walk through it all, I'll show you like what's written inside of here. Even though I'm giving it away for free, I'm still going to show how to set it up. So what it's doing from the outline is we put it into an iterator, which bundles it up like this. And then what it's doing is basically it's sending one of those bundles into here to start producing that section. And then once it gets finished, it's going to take another one and send it through there. As you can see, there's 6 right here, different bundles. If you're just starting off, I wouldn't worry about all this and like what it means. Actually, yeah, you need to know that stuff. I don't know, just to be honest, like, how should I word this? This stuff is easy, or I'll take that back. This is simple. This is simple stuff, but it's not easy, because mistakes are going to happen. You're going to have to sit in front of your computer and figure out how to do this. But that's why we get paid so much, because we put in the hard work and the knowledge up front to be like, hey, I can generate you a bunch of detailed blogs. And that makes no sense either, Mike. Alrighty, so this should be complete. Now, if we go over here, we can see that this is the database that I'm just using for a simple Google Sheet. The title, primary keywords, and then spits out a document. Well, obviously it's a document, an outline doc. We'll click on, see what this looks like with outline, and then you can see, boom, these are the steps. Then we're gonna come over here and look at the real document, the article. So just look how detailed and well written this is. It's like it's formatted really well with like steps because of the markdown, and it's just great. And like, you could essentially take this and like make a faceless YouTube channel from this stuff, and then just take all the other stuff that I teach about going into 11 labs, all that stuff. But let's jump into go deeper into this. So Typeform, you would just turn this on or like run every 15 minutes and then wait for the response. But I'm just gonna go right here. You can see I've ran this 1, 2, 3, 4 times. It's got the 4 different responses. And then with the connection with the Google Sheet, you would just connect your Google account. You would create a sheet name, and then these are the, what is it called? The form in the questions in the form are just mapped to here. Additional instructions, are there any external links? Just clicked on that one, and then it's going to search the rows. Content brief, row number, seating, leaving. So this is making another row under that. Multiple variables. So these are getting the answers from everything as far as like what the title was. Okay, so no, this is what it's doing. Instead of generating the data from the Typeform, we're moving it into the Google Sheet, and then we're getting the data from the Google Sheet and running it from there just to make it more reliable. I don't know. Generate the outline. Okay, so here's an important step. Well, let's see what the outline is. So we are using the role developer system, and you are a helpful, intelligent writing assistant. Use the following JSON brief to write an engaging, comprehensive outline in markdown format. Tone of voice 50%, Spartan, casual. This right here is the JSON format. This is just an example. Assistant, online marketplace. So all this stuff right here is going to be in here for you guys. Primary keyword. So what this is doing is it's generating the outline, and then it's getting put in the markdown, and then creating the folder. Then it's creating the document or the outline inside that folder. Input brief. So this is where we're inputting. I need to look at that. So we're just getting the stuff that we generated, the content wise, from ChatGPT, And then, oh, I missed it. Then we're, like I said, we're iterating it. So what that does is it's going to send off one of the sections, and then it's going to start producing the content. Then it's going to send off another section. That's how we're able to get that long form articles. Because if you've ever been in ChatGPT and just go like, write me a 50-word article, add 50 more words, it doesn't work as well, or it doesn't work at all compared to this. So these are just all the different sections. Boom, I don't know. Section text, boom, boom. Router, so %25 of the time at random, it goes up here to, I don't know how to say it, to produce like a more, where is it? Like something like this, like a, not just straight text, like different steps. You can like not just stuff like this, just to switch up how it looks and make it more readable and able to use. Then when it goes up here, this is the section text. Then it gets that variable from the section text and then aggregates it. Section text, new row, turns that into Markdown, create the article, pop that puppy in the Google Sheet. So why I love this system is it gives you really quality work, and then you can turn this into, I was talking about it earlier, like a faceless YouTube channel with your arsenal of skills for team assembly, construction, AI solutions. Obviously, we would have to tweak this if it were to be like a faceless YouTube channel, but this gives really good stuff. Where's that article? Right here, boom, boom. And I love keeping everything in a nice content area. And that is how you run the content generating system. Now, if you want this blueprint and everything's going to be in the digital playbook, I'm going to put another section right here and put all the make.com blueprints. So what the blueprint is it's going to have this obviously in there. It's not going to have the Google Sheet, so you're going to have to create the Google Sheet. But if you're looking up how to do stuff on Make, I'm sure you can handle creating a Google Sheet. But more videos like this coming soon. If you've stayed this long, you're a real one, because this video was not very good as far as me practicing and talking over how to build up a sequence. But just like my videos that I first started off on this channel, if you go back and watch, are really bad, and then I can just flow through it. So, you know, we're here, we're doing it. But that's gonna be it for this one, AI Pros, and I'll see you in the next one. What's up, Michael here, and today we're gonna be talking about scraping YouTube content with AI and make.com. I'm gonna be showing you how you can get started for free, and then I'm gonna be showing you how you can implement and build out these infrastructures for your own business. Now let's talk about the first thing you need to get started with this system, and that is to grab our blueprints. And to get access to these blueprints, you just need to go to digitalplaybook.com. Just go ahead and put in your information, grab the checklist, and that will take you to our free group right here. This not only has the checklist of blueprints, but this has chat, questions, do live streams, some member only things. But once you join, you'll get access to these blueprints. You also get access to a list of 130 plus AI tools that you're able to promote. Also a checklist of content infrastructure, different prompts I use for social media, and some other really cool stuff. So before you dive in, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and comment below. That lets me know you're taking action. And let's go ahead and jump into the system and how we can build this out. So the first thing is, I'm just going to run through everything, is I'll go through Amplify. This is what we're going to do to scrape different YouTube leads. This will be, it processes this transcript, turns it into an outline, and then we use ChatGPT to generate some social media posts. And then what this does right here, the iterator, is it combines everything into, or separates everything into its own little section. So it's going to generate the YouTube script, and then it's going to smooth out the script, and then based off of everything from what it generated from ChatGPT and the social media posts, it's then going to create documents for each thing. Markdown is just the style of like the YouTube script, and then it's going to add a row to the Google Sheet, search the row. I actually deleted these. This would be like to update it. So what this looks like is, so these is where you would find a YouTube video. So let's say you want to search anything as far as what you want, the YouTube video that you want to base your outline off of, and then you would put it right here and type awaiting. So processed is what you're going to do, obviously, when it's done processing. But if we're starting off, you're going to want to have this in awaiting. And then it would go ahead and, let's go back to make. Or let's go ahead and look at one of the runs. Let's go to actors up here. Which one did I use? I think I used this one. So this is going to be the amplify actor that you would need. And let me just go show you what it looks like. Yeah, so that's the actor. So once you put waiting right here, then that means you can run this. And then what it's going to start doing is it's going to start scraping YouTube, and then it's going to start generating everything. Now I'm giving you guys this blueprint, so I'm not going to go into detail of what is all in here and everything, but I'll just briefly show you what we're having ChatGPT do. Have it load. This is what we're telling it to do. Then you can read down here. First person POV. Have it sleep, let it wait. Basically just giving it really good instructions on how to write everything. And then once it's done, obviously it puts it into a Google Sheet, and then this is what the final product would look like. If we want to go up here, this would be the YouTube scraper, and then these are the titles of all the different YouTube videos. And then let's just go with, since this would be mine, and then it has all the different whatever you call it, documents of posts. But let's just go with it from the other database, which is the YouTube one. So this is what it generates you, video description, but the most important thing would be like the YouTube script, for example. Because this is literally something that you could do to like create faceless channels. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to create smarter AI agents using make.com and OpenAI by leveraging the platform. Let's talk about what AI agents can do first. First off, like this is super detailed. Look how long this is too. Final thoughts, and this journey doesn't end here. Stay engaged, keep exploring, and continue involving your knowledge. This would be a really good script for just anything. These are different posts. So we got a LinkedIn post right here. So you can see the level that this produces if you were like a content agency, or you're just a creator or B2B founder that's going to allow you to create content literally at scale. What is this, a Facebook post? Delete the Twitter, Instagram. So the level is crazy. So one thing I want to touch on too is, as you can see right here, this is number 2. So basically what we need to have happen is this is what's going to actually run the actor. So if you remember in the beginning where I said awaiting and processed, this is what's going to grab any of the videos that still say awaiting, and that is going to run the actor, which is going to grab that video URL and then scrape it. And then once that happens, these would be on. You would just turn these on. Then that's when everything starts to happen in the background as far as watch and waits for that actor to run. It gets the data sets, and then this is when that process all begins. So this is what I use for my own content creation and some of my clients. Super helpful. If you have any other ideas that you would want me to make a video on, just go ahead and join the group and send me a direct message. This system will definitely take your content to the next level, but in this video I went over the YouTube content generation system. If you want the blueprints and everything, all you got to do is just go to digitalplaybook.com and they will be in this section. Got some other videos I'm going to be making in the future, but that is it for this one, AI Pros, and I will see you in the next one. What is going on, everyone? Michael here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create this make.com automation that lets you create a video that looks like this.
AI to streamline your content creation, you're missing out. Here's how to get started. Define your content strategy, choose the right AI tools.
Everything from the script, the video, everything, background was all generated with AI. I used the script or Perplexly got. Now before I get into this sequence, first thing you're going to need to do is grab the digital playbook here that has all my make.com blueprints. It also has free checklists, prompts that I use, a list of 130 AI tools that you're able to promote, done for you short form videos already, and all this stuff completely for free. If you just go to digitalplaybook.com, put in your information, and you will get taken to our free group right here that you'll have access to not only the digital playbook, but also chat, myself, questions, members only videos that I'm not going to show. But go ahead and before we dive in, just subscribe to the channel, leave a like and a comment that lets me know you're taking action, and let's go ahead and hop into this video. So I will just be walking through everything quickly. First thing you're going to need to do is just create a simple Google Sheet. I'm not going to give you a Google Sheet, but everyone has one, and you're going to have these 3 sections down here. I don't know why I have the avatar one, but you're going to need videos completed and videos background. So title, description, URL, video URL, that's all you're going to need. So right here, the background is what this does is there is a tool that I use called Blotato that generates these faceless videos. So you're going to need, this is the database that sequence is going to pull from. So if you only have one, it's just going to choose that one. But since I have a couple, it picks one at random every time when it runs through the sequence. So this is something easy to set up too, as far as the database, title, description, URL, and then random video URL. So what happens is Perplexity starts to write a script on whatever you give it. So I gave it the task to research practical AI automation tips for beginners. You obviously get access to all this with the blueprint, and then what it does is it goes to ChatGPT to write the caption. For some reason, ChatGPT just writes better captions. Let this load. So right here we have an example of what the caption will look like, writing style, everything that you would need, 50-word video, no hashtags, and then this would be pulling from what it generated from Perplexity. Then what it does is it goes to update a cell. So it's using this formula, which is basically randomizing those cells that I showed you, and then it's getting that video from that cell and then it's going into HeyGen to create that AI avatar. And where's HeyGen at? So I have HeyGen pulled up. Really don't need to show anything over here. Once you connect your HeyGen account, avatar obviously, and I have myself, no background, so we're able to pull in that video for the background, keep all these different styles the same. This is the input text as far as what it's going to generate, voice friendly, content. And then we have two little wait steps just because it's got to create the video, and then it's going to grab that video and then set up social accounts. So I guess I could, no, I'm going to keep this one if I wanted to. So what Blotato allows you to do is it allows you to actually create that and then send it off to all your different social media accounts. But as you can see right now, I'm just uploading it into Blotato, and then I'm just having it go to a Google Sheet, which is under videos completed right here. So everything should be set up correctly. I'm gonna run this, and then if anything does happen, we can go through that together. I want a different script though. I want to talk about AI. No, this is fine. We'll keep it like this so I can actually use the video. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and hit run. So it just wrote the script, boom, picked a random video, and now it created this avatar really quickly. Oh, I know why it did that, because I already generated my avatar. So I don't know why I thought that was going to take longer. So what you need to do is obviously you need to train your avatar. This was something, it took about 10 minutes. So what it does is it just grabs the, you see it right here, it's creating it right here. Let's go back to here. No, this is YouTube, Michael. I guess this is where I can put my avatar. This is where the completed video is going to go, and we're just going to wait. Look at this. So as you can see, the video is now created. So let's go ahead and go back to the description, and it's still waiting for 3 minutes. I think that I just have this turned on as a precautionary, just to make sure it's fully loaded. So I'm going to cut back to when this is complete. Alrighty, and it looks like it has completed. Grab the video, and it uploaded into the Google Sheet. So now if we go over to here, you can see that it had imported in the Google Sheet, and that is the final video. So click on here, it's going to download, and let's see what it looks like.
Don't miss this simple tip to boost your content creation. If you're not using AI to guide your writing, you're wasting time. Here's how. Know your audience, provide clear instructions, and use AI for brainstorming. For example, if you're writing a social media post, tell the AI your target is young reader.
So I don't know why the voice went like that, but I probably needed to fix that. But that is amazing. Then I can just boom, excuse me, take that. I don't know why the voice did that, but now all I gotta do is just boom, take that, upload that into whatever social media planner or platform I want to, and boom, that just cut content generation in half. So if you want access to this blueprint, self-explanatory, just like I said, hop into Digital Playbook and you'll get access to all the different blueprints. That is going to be it for this video, AI Pros. I will see you in the next one.